richtige. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradha Hari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradha Hari Yashodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradha Hari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradha Hari Yashodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanacham Hari Yamunatira Vanacham Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradha Hari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Vallabha Girivaradham Hari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjanam Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjanam Yamunatira Vanacham Hari Yamunatira Vanacham Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Biham Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Biham Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Radha Kunj Bihari Radha Kunj Bihari Radhe Jaya Radha Ras Bihari Radha Ras Bihari Radhe Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe Jaya Radha Gopinata Radha Gopinata Radhe Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe Jaya Radha Ramana Radha Ramana Radhe Jaya Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Radhe Jaya Radha Vinod Bihari Radha Vinod Bihari Radhe Jaya Radha Radha Kanta Radha Radha Kanta Radhe Jaya Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Radhe Jaya Radha Shama Sundara Radha Shama Sundara Radhe Jaya Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Jaya Radhe Sham Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Sri Radhe. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Vishnupad, Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Ashtotara Satta Shishamachila. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Jayam Vishupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Ashtota Satta Shishamachila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki. Jai Sri Rup Sri Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Sri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Sari Goswami Prabhu ki. Prem se ko Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivajadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda ki. Sri Radha Krishna Gogopa Gopi Govina Sham Kund Radha Kundagiri Govardhana ki. Sri Vrindavan Dham ki. Sri Mathura Dham ki. Sri Mayapur Navadvip Dham ki. Sri Jagannathpuri Dham ki. Tulsi Devi, Vrinda Devi, Bhakti Devi ki. Ganga Yamuna Devi ki. Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki. Sri Sri Gonitai ki. Sri Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi ki. Go Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaivaranottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. Nashtapraye Sabadesho Nitam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistike. Ete Chamsa Kalapumsam Krishnastu Bhagavan Sayam Indriyari Vyakalam Lokam Ridyante Yuge Yuge Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranasanam Pranama Dukkha Samanastam Namami Harim Param. So we are reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 1st chapter, the activities of Maharaj Priyavrata, text number 4. So I'll read the Sanskrit and then you can follow after me, line by line. Samsayo yam mahan raman Dharagara sudadesho Sattasya yat siddhir abhut Krishna cha matir achyuta samsaya ayam mahan brahman daragara sudadishu saktasya yat siddhir abhut Krishna cha matir achyuta samsayo yam mahan brahman daragara sudadishu saktasya yat siddhir abhut Krishna cha matir achyuta samsayo yam mahan brahman daragara sudadishu saktasya yat siddhir abhut Krishna cha matir achyuta
samsayo yam mahan brahman
daragara sutadishu saktasya yat siddhir abhut Krishna cha matir achyuta samsayam mahan brahman daragara sutadishu saktasya yat siddhir abhut Krishna cha matir achyuta samsayo yam mahan brahman daragara sutadishu saktasya yat siddhir abhut Krishna matir achyuta samsayo yam mahan brahman daragara sutadishu saktasya yat siddhir abhut Krishna cha matir achyuta samsaya doubt ayam this mahan great Brahman O Brahmana dara to the wife agara home sutta children adishu and so on saktasya of a person attached yat because siddhi perfection abhut became Krishna unto Krishna cha also mati attachment achyuta infallible. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki? Everyone understands English here or?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, good.
She doesn't understand, unfortunately. She's from Ukraine.
Ukraine or Russian? Ukraine, oh no, okay, but yeah, okay.
Sometimes we have somebody who can translate.
But nobody's here now. Anyway, but still some vibration will come, no problem. Something, nothing? Little bit, okay. Krishna, Krishna, you understand? Yeah, okay, it's okay. Okay. And you're from India?
Yes.
From where?
Delhi.
Delhi, okay, very nice. Could you have been to Vrindavan?
No.
Not yet, it's very near. Next time you should go. Vrindavan.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much.
Very much. Okay, good. It's very near to Delhi.
Yes, Banki Bihari.
Okay, Banki Bihari, yeah. I stay in Vrindavan since 40 years.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, good. So, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The king continued, "O great Brahmana, this is my great doubt. How is it possible for a person like King Priyavrata, who was so attached to wife, children and home, to achieve the topmost infallible perfection in Krishna consciousness?" Purport. King Parikshit wondered how a person so attached to wife, children and home could become so perfectly Krishna conscious. Prahlad Maharaj has said, that is from the 7th canto, "Materna Krishne parato sato va mito bibadyeta grihavrata anam." A grihavrata, one who has taken a vow to execute family duties, has no chance to become Krishna conscious. This is because most grihavratas are guided by sanskarification and therefore gradually glide down to the darkest region of material existence. Adanta gopir vishatam tamishram. How can they possibly become perfect in Krishna consciousness? Maharaj Parikshit asked Sukadeva Goswami to resolve this great doubt. Om ajnana timirandasya jnanam janasalakaya chaksuranmritam yanam tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya manobhistam stapitam yena bhutale sayam rupakadamayam dadati sapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalan Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Serupam Sagradatam Sahagana Raganatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vijagan Vidamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapta Ganjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshari Brishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpa Turubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivajadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Rama Rama Hare Hare Madaram Madarebhyopi Mangalebhyopi Mangalam Pavanam Pavanebhyopi Hare Nama Eva Kevalam Hare Nama Eva Kevalam Kolau Nastiva Gatiranyata. So King Parikshit is asking Shukadeva Goswami in regards to Maharaj Priyavrata, who was a great devotee of the Lord. So the king, he had a doubt that because he had heard also about King Priyavrata, that he was a householder, and mostly the kings are householders, and householder means he has a wife. It is mentioned also in the scriptures. So if one has a house, naturally we'll have a wife also, otherwise the house is empty. Similarly, if one has a wife, usually one will have children. It is mentioned also Putrahinam griha sunyam. The house is empty if there is no child. And it is natural usually that if husband and wife are there, that the child will be there. And so children are there. And then responsibilities are there, and there's a social life is there. And so then it becomes sometimes a little bit difficult to make advancement in spiritual life. Or to speak of becoming perfect in Krishna consciousness. At the same time, if Krishna is in the center, then for the households also, and if they have taken shelter of a spiritual master, then even the householders, they can make advancement in spiritual life, and they can also attain perfection. Also Krishna is explained in the 9th chapter in this regard, that and Arjuna was also a little doubtful. How can he understood that actually it is difficult to become fully Krishna conscious, and so then he was asking Krishna also. And then Krishna was telling, first of all, Arjuna, you declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. And then Krishna is explaining that even the householders, and then also mentioning especially also the women, and then even those from the lower classes, those who are not very intelligent, the Shudras, they may also attain perfection if they are surrendered to Krishna, if they are surrendered to the representative of Krishna, the spiritual master, Sri Guru. So much so that, as Mahaprabhu has said, Kippa Vippa Kiva Nyasi Sudakainaye Krishna Tattvavetta Sei Guru Hai. So, one may be Vipra Brahmana, or sannyasi, Nyasi, or Shudra, even a Shudra. And Shudra usually they always married. So still, if he knows the science of Krishna, if he's Krishna conscious, then he can become a guru, a spiritual master, and help others, instruct others. Which of course is very rare, that one from the Shudra community is becoming so exalted that he becomes a spiritual master. But Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Lord, is explaining. He's saying, and he has come to give the Yuga Dharma, the chanting of the holy names, the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And by chanting the Mahamantra, one can quickly advance in Krishna consciousness, and that anyone can do. Chant the Mahamantra, whereas other mantras, not everyone can chant. According to the scriptures, for example, the Vedic culture and the Vedas, the 4 Vedas, only the Brahmanas, they would study the 4 Vedas under the guidance of the spiritual master or the expert teacher, Chaturvedi. Even in India now, the different families are there. Some are known Chaturvedi, who have studied the 4 Vedas, Trivedi, who have studied 3 Vedas, Dvivedi, who have studied 2 of the Vedas. So then they are teaching also. Usually only the Brahmanas, they were study. They used to go, the children, the Gurukul, the Brahmana's sons, they used to go to Gurukul, usually. At the same time, if one had Brahminical qualities, then he was also allowed to be in the Gurukul and to learn. So many instances are there. Even one time there was one son of a family, actually from his mother was not well to do, and actually so her profession was also not the best, but her son actually was qualified, Brahmanically inclined, and he wanted to go to the Gurukul. And others they were saying how he can go to the Gurukul as from a lower class. And then actually the spiritual master then asked him also, so who is your father? What is your father's name? And then he said, I don't know. He didn't have a father. He was raised by his mother alone. And so he said, you ask your mother. And so he asked his mother, and she was saying that, actually I don't know exactly who is your father, because she had many relations, which is of course usually not proper. But she was devotional, she was truthful. And the boy also, most probably, she had a relation with a Brahmana who was visiting her. And so, therefore the boy, he was Brahmanically inclined. And the one quality of a Brahmana is that he is truthful. Satyavak, he's speaking the truth. So therefore the boy was also truthful. And so he went to the spiritual master in the Gurukul, and he said to the spiritual master, to the Guru, that I asked my mother and she doesn't know who is my father. So also I don't know who is my father. But he said, then the Guru said, but please give me a chance. And of course the others, they were there, and the students, and they were a kind of, some of them were laughing also. He can never be accepted. But then the spiritual master, who is empowered by the Lord, he could see that he has Brahminical activity, Brahminical qualities, one who is experienced. He can see, just by seeing a person, he can understand the person, the person's, by seeing the face also, the face is the index of the mind. So one who is experienced by seeing a person, even according to astrology, an astrologer, by seeing the forehead, he can read so much. By seeing the body, he can understand. Even some astrologer, just by seeing the tip of the finger here, they can read so much, they can understand so much. So the spiritual master is experienced, so he can understand. So he understood this person, this boy, 5-6 years old. He's truthful, and he could see that he's actually Brahmanically inclined. So he said, "You're truthful. That is a quality of a Brahmana. So you can stay in the Gurukul." And he was allowed to stay. And the other boys, who were mostly from Brahmana families, they were a little bit shocked. But they could not say anything because the Guru accepted him. And he was a well-known Guru. Jai. Okay. Jai. Subhadra Devi's?
Prabhupada.
Oh, Prabhupada. I was shrunk, okay. Jai Srila Prabhupada. So, in this way, we can see that birth is not the only consideration. As Krishna also is mentioning in the Bhagavad Gita, the 4th chapter, Chaturvanyamaya Sistam Guna Karma Vibhagachaha. So, by Krishna's arrangement, the 4 Varnas and 4 Ashramas are there. Social and social orders are there. The Varnas of Shudra, Vaishya, Kshatriya and Brahmana. So Shudra are those who are not so intelligent, but they have some, because every person actually will have some good qualities. If he's a sincere person, if he's trying to be devoted to the Supreme Lord, then the qualities will manifest. So somebody is good at doing something with the hands. So they may not be intelligent, but they can do something with the hands. They can become, or they can just serve the other three classes. And so different activities are there for those in that category. And if Krishna is in the center, they can advance also in spiritual life. And mostly the Shudras, they are householders. And then Vaishya, and the mercantile community, or those who are taking care of the cows and the calves. They are usually also married. But again, if Krishna is in the center, they can make advancement. And if they're doing business, they will earn money, and they should use it for Krishna seva. They should use that for helping those who are more advanced, the brahmanas or the sannyasis, who are engaged in preaching and teaching or worshipping deities. So they should help them by giving donations to them. And taking care of the cows and the land, that is very important. Cow protection is important because the cow is actually a very special animal, and it is giving milk. And the milk is very important for the human being. And the children, of course, first they will get the mother's milk, but then afterwards they will drink milk, which is very good for the health, which is developing the brain. And from the milk we can make cheese, and we can make yogurt, we can make ghee, which is essential for a human being who is knowledgeable of the scriptures, who is worshipping the Lord. And these are all, of course, the cows also, they are very dear to Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in the first canto, 3rd chapter, verse 40 something, Ete chamsa kala pumsam Krishnastu Bhagavan Sayam Indrayari Vyakulam Lokam Ridyante Yuge Yuge. That verse is known as Paribhasha Sutra. Sutra means some words, some essential words in one verse they are given. Like Vedanta Sutra, Veda Anta. The Vedanta Sutra is the conclusion, the essence of the Vedas, which is the Veda was, of course, one which is spiritual knowledge, which is not different from the Lord, but that was divided in 4 by Vyasadeva. Veda Vyas. So that is the meaning also of Vyasadeva, Veda Vyas. He divided the one Veda into 4. Samaveda, Atharva Veda, Yajurveda, and Rig Veda. And so it takes time to study these books and to understand it. So therefore, Vyasadeva compiled the Vedanta Sutra. Vedant. So the conclusion of the Vedas, the essence of the Vedas in sutra form. Of course, that is also not so small, and that is divided in 4. There are 4 parts of the Vedanta Sutra. And the first part is about Sambandha Gyan. First we must have Sambandha Gyan. And the spiritual master will give Sambandha Gyan. First we have to know that we are not this body, we are spirit soul. That is the first step in spiritual life. And then we have to know that God is existing. Many people, they don't know. Or some people, they have an impersonal concept of the absolute truth. The Brahmajyoti, in India, there are many persons, they are known as Mayavadi or Brahmavadi. They say the absolute truth has no form. The big light is there, Brahmajyoti, and they want to merge into that. That is only the first step in spiritual life. Prameti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti Sabdyate. Some persons are there, they want to merge into the impersonal Brahman. So they are also known as transcendentalists, but they are not so advanced. Actually, Rishadev, in this 5th canto, he will explain about 2 kinds of transcendentalists, the impersonalists and the personalists. But the last word is Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna or Vishnu. And Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord, has a personal form, but that form is spiritual, Satchidananda Vigraha, eternal, full of bliss and knowledge. And Krishna, or Bhagavan, is Vibhu, he is great. Whereas the Jiva, who is part and parcel of Krishna, is Anu, he is very small, infinitesimal. So, and we have a relationship with Krishna, and that we have to realize. And so Krishna is in the spiritual world, there's a spiritual world and there's a material world. Somehow we have come in this material world, unfortunately. But no problem, because we are eternal servants of Krishna. That is our nature. And Krishna is trying to bring everyone to the spiritual world. Actually, 2 kinds of living entities are there. Nityasiddha, who are eternally perfect, eternal associates of Krishna, like Krishna's associates, Nanda Baba, Yashoda, Krishna's friends, so Krishna's parents. Although Krishna is the source of everything, that is Tattva Vichar, is the source of his own parents also, actually. Is the source of all the spiritual material worlds. But in Lila Vichar, in the consideration of the pastime, so he has a father and mother. And he has friends, Sudam, Sridam, Madhumangal, Arjun, Gandharv, Stoka Krishna, and so on. And he has his most beloved, the gopis, in conjugal relationship. Srimati Radharani, the gopis. So, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the source of everything, and so so by his will, so he has his eternal associates who will never fall to this material world. It's not possible that Lalita and Vishaka or Rupa Rati Manjari can fall in this material world. They are coming with Krishna when Krishna is coming, but they are ever liberated, Nitya Siddha. Whereas some entities that are known as Nitya Badha, Anadi Badha, since time immemorial they are conditioned. First there's spiritual conditioning, that they are in the spiritual realm, but they are not serving Krishna in seed-like form. And when the material world is manifested, which is only sometimes, but then when it is manifested, it lasts for millions and millions and millions of years. But Krishna's creation is so wonderful. When it is manifest, an expanded form of an expanded form is manifested. So ete cham sakala pumsam Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So Krishna is the source of everything. And the other Vishnu forms, they are the expansions. So Vedanta Sutra is there, and so Sambandha Gyan is given. And then the process, Abhideya Gyan. So the first chapter is Sambandha Gyan, second and third is Abhideya Gyan, the process by which we can realize what we have heard. That Krishna is God, we have to go to the spiritual world. But now how to go to the spiritual world? You cannot just go to the travel agent, I want to go to Golok Vrindavan, give me a ticket. No, not possible. We have to go to the spiritual master, and he will give his blessings, and he will give the process which is there. And by endeavoring sincerely, seriously, one can advance. So the second and third part of Vedanta Sutra is about Abhidegya, the process by which we can attain perfection. And the third is known as Prayojan, the necessity. That is the perfection if one is transcendently situated and one has realized, not only theoretically, but practical realization of one's Sarup. This is known as Sarup Siddhi. And then one can enter into the kingdom of God. So Vedanta Sutra is giving the essence of the Vedas. And the Srimad Bhagavatam is the explanation of the Vedanta Sutra. And in the Srimad Bhagavatam, so even of course the first verse is there, Janmadiyasya, the creation is explained, Adi, of course, and so on. But actually, already in the first verse, actually the essence is there. Usually, in any book, in the beginning, so that is Mangalacharan is there, auspicious invocation. And that is usually in three parts, the Mangalacharan, the auspicious invocation. So it is the Vastu Nirnay. So it is explained what is the subject matter of this book. What is inside this book. And the Namaskaram, offering pranam, is there, and then Ashiravad, the blessings are there. So if you understand what is the essence of the book, what is the object of the book, and usually the object of the scriptures, that is the Supreme Lord, like Vedanta. So Vedanta Sutra and the Bhagavatam. Satyam Param Dhimahi, in the first verse, the last words are there. Satyam Param Dhimahi. Param Satya. Dhimahi, we meditate on the absolute truth, and that is Krishna. And so when we meditate, and usually with a respectful attitude, and also it is explained Gayatri Bhashya. The Gayatri mantra is also there, the essence of the Vedic literatures. And it is explanation of the Gayatri mantra of the Srimad Bhagavatam. And so this verse, Etecham sa kalapamsam, that is non-paribhasha sutra, we should remember this verse throughout the Srimad Bhagavatam. That Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because if we read the Srimad Bhagavatam, so there's an explanation about the different incarnations also. So many things are explained. The demigods are also explained. And in this 5th chapter, the structure of the universe, the higher planets, the highest planet in this material world, that is Satyaloka, Brahmaloka, where Lord Brahma resides. Some people then think, yeah, Lord Brahma is the greatest. We should worship him. Of course, some people think that Shiva is the greatest. Well, he's situated above Brahmaloka, Shivaloka. So therefore this verse is there, and it is explained, we should remember throughout the Bhagavatam that Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is important. And then we can, and we have to read all the whole Bhagavatam from beginning to end. And so different incarnations are explained. And so, but we should remember that Krishna in Braj, especially, that is the source of everything. And that in our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, Krishna is Upasyadev, Aradhyadev, Prananath, is the Lord of our life, is our worshipable object. That Mahaprabhu has explained, that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has also quoted, Prabhupada many times quoted this verse. Aradhya Bhagavan Brajesha Tanyasta Dhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachit Upasana Vrajavadavarganiya Kalpitaha Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam Prema Pumattamaham Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matam Midam Tatradana Paraha. So he's saying Matamidam. So that is the mat. So that is the opinion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is non different from Radha Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahayanya. Radha Bhava Dyuti Somitam Naumi Krishna Sarupam. Mahaprabhu is Krishna Sarup, is Krishna himself, but he came with the luster, golden complexion of Srimati Radharani, and with the mood of Srimati Radharani, trying to taste the love of Srimati Radharani, and by her love she can experience Krishna's wonderful qualities, Krishna's beauty, Rupa Madhurya, Venu Madhurya. When Krishna is playing the flute, it is so wonderful. And then the Lila Madhurya, the beautiful pastimes in Braj, and Prema Madhurya, the loving exchange with the Brijavasis. So especially with the gopis, so Radharani, she is the topmost devotee. So her love is the topmost love. So Mahaprabhu came to relish that. So he's no different from Krishna. So he has explained that Aradhya Bhagavan, our Aradhya Dev, worshipable Lord, Brajesha Tanayas, Braja Isha. Isha means the Lord of Braj, that is Brajaraj, that is Krishna's father, Nanda Maharaj. Braja Isha Tanaya. So he's explaining the son of the king of Braj, that is Nanda Nandan, Yashoda Nandan Krishna, is our Aradhya Dev. And similarly, Tadhama Vrindavanam. So his abode is also worshipable. Ramya Kachit Upasana Vrajavadavarganiya Kalpitaha. So, and then you upasana, the worship of the damsels of Vraj, that is most excellent. Yakalpitaha, that we can, in the conditioned state, we can hardly even understand the love of Srimati Radharani and the gopis. So therefore we have to gradually try to advance in Krishna consciousness. First we have to know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. First Tattva Vichar has to be there. We have to understand the consideration of the Absolute Truth. And that we are not this body, we are insignificant part and parcels of Krishna. But then by engaging in devotional service, like we are just reading also in the Nectar of Devotion in the morning, that so the process is there, and Prabhupada is explained from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. The first part of devotional service, that is known as sadhana bhakti, performing devotional service following some rules and regulations. So there is a process, padati, by which we can advance, abhideya jnana. So first we have to follow some rules and regulations, like we get up early in the morning, we take bath, we go to the temple, and some things we do and some things we don't do. So that we have to follow. But then gradually comes the spontaneous platform. And if you want to go to Braj, anyone wants to go to Braj? Everyone. Braj, yes, in the spiritual world. So for this we have to come to the platform of spontaneous love, following the Brijavasis in Braj, and that is known as Rag Anuga Bhakti. Rag means transcendental attachment, love. Different stages of love are there. Prem, Sneha, Man, Pranaya, Rag, Anurag, Bhav, Mahabhav. So the Brijavasis, they have deep love, attachment for Krishna. And so following them, that is known as Rag Anuga, Anugatya, following them. So that Rupa Goswami has also explained in Nectar of Instruction. Tan nama rupa charitadi sukirtana smitana kramena rasanam arsinyoja tistam braje tad anuragi jan anugami kalam nayat akilam ityupadesha saram. What is the essence of all advice? That we have to hear about Krishna's wonderful form, qualities and pastimes. And also it is mentioned that we have to hear nicely and remember nicely. Following the Brijvasis who have anurag for Krishna, that is the essence of all advice. So we have to come to this spontaneous platform, and then we can advance to the next level, bhav, and then we can become perfect. So it is a gradual process which we have to adopt. So in order to attain perfection. And that is actually possible for anyone, from any background. Because by nature everyone is an eternal servant of Krishna. So anyone has the possibility to become perfect, provided he is under the shelter of an advanced devotee, and a spiritual master, or he may be Diksha Guru or Shiksha Guru, who is realized. And so under his shelter, then we can learn, and then we can advance, and we may attain perfection. If you are very sincere and serious in our endeavor. And actually it has to be a constant endeavor in order to become perfect. So here it is mentioned in regards to the householders. Because in the household life, many distractions are there. But if one is serious and sincere, then even as a householder, one will follow the instructions of the spiritual master. One will have a morning program, sadhana, getting up early and then mangalatik, chanting japa, and then worshipping the deities, hearing the Bhagavatam. So that morning program will be there for the householders also. And then they may have some activities according to their varna. And then again in the evening, they will perform spiritual activities. Evening artik is there, Gaura artik, and then hearing more Bhagavad Gita, and then maybe chanting a little more. So in this way, they can also become perfect. Of course, so the 4 varnas are there, and for those who are engaged in Brahmanical activities, for them it is most easy to advance. Because the Brahmanas, so they are worshipping the deities, and they are doing yagyas, and they are studying the scriptures, and they are teaching that also. So they're very close to Krishna, to the Lord. And so for them it will be easier. But nevertheless, others, if Krishna is in the center, they can also have Krishna at home and do a simple worship at home and study the scripture. They can also advance. And so even they can get the Gayatri mantra also. By the mercy of the spiritual master. And so the 4 ashrams are there: Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyas. Student life is there, Brahmachari. Of course, traditionally only the boys were going to Gurukul. The girls, they were staying at home, and they were educated by the mother and father and the grandmother. And usually before it was always a joint family. And the aunt is there, and so. And joint family, usually there was always a big family. And they were helping each other, and so the elder ladies, they were teaching the younger ladies. And so, so they were also, of course, learning the alphabet, and doing it, and so reading and writing, that was there also, but that was taught at home. But then specifically they used to learn how to cook and sewing, making for at home, cooking for the deities and sewing some dresses for the deities, of course, cooking them for the family also, but offer to the deities. And grihastha, so the majority, of course, of the population usually will get married. It is not easy to be single. And according to the scriptures, the ladies, they should be married. But men, if they are qualified, they may remain brahmachari throughout the life. And then even enter sannyas ashram. And ladies, they should get married. Usually it is better. And then they will be protected. And then they can grow in Krishna consciousness also. Of course, some exceptions were there. Like just a few days ago, we observed Ganga Puja, worship of Ganga Devi, the river Ganges, and the personality also, Ganga Devi. So even, for example, we see like even Prithvi Devi, the earth is there and there's a personality, Prithvi Devi. There's a god of water also. So Ganga Devi is worshipped also. And actually Ganga Devi is there in the spiritual world in Shetadip Navadvip. And that same Ganga Devi, actually she's a gopi also in Krishna Lila. So many of the associates of Mahaprabhu, most of them, they're also in Krishna Lila. Some of them even they have more than one forms. So by material intelligence, it is not possible to understand, but by spiritual intelligence, then slowly but surely we can understand. It is beyond material understanding, the spiritual realm. But by humility, by surrendering to Sri Guru and Gauranga, then we can understand something. Not everything, but something. But that something is more than enough. And so then Grihasthashram is there. And even thereafter Vanaprast, till which time is the class? Till which time is the class?
Usually 8:30.
Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll try to keep it not too long. So Vanaprast, Van Kyo Prastan, going to the forest, that is Vanaprast. So giving up family life. And so many examples of there. Priyavrata, of course, also is there. So that is here. So he was asking here, so doubtful, he was doubtful, but actually he was very nicely trained, Priyavrata. And he was celibate first, of course, and he was nicely trained. Like the kings, they were nicely trained. And they had a spiritual master also. And usually they were getting the Gayatri mantra also.